possible to be in such grief that you can't remember what God promised you. And they are grieving in an environment of celebration. It is the Passover, and all of Jerusalem is celebrating, and these guys are grieving and weeping. There's some grief that's so heavy that not even a change of location can change it. You can't just relocate and be done with your grief. And let me tell you, I want to say something right now. I want to tell you, I'm not opposed to grief. I think grief is important to the human experience. I think if you go through life, you're going to have loss, and if you have loss, you owe that loss grief. Every loss, it deserves grief. I don't care if you lose your keys, you ought to have a little grief. What you got to go through to get them back. Who found them? And we got to change the locks now. There's some grief associated with every loss. But watch this. Your grief should be proportionate to the value of that which you lost. So if you lost a little bit, you need a little bit of grief. But if you lost a whole lot, you owe that loss some grief. So if you've lost trust, that's a grief. If you lost hope, that's some grief. If you've lost some time in your life, bojangling, that's some grief. If you've lost an opportunity that you wanted to have, that's some grief. If you lost a relationship, if you lost a loved one, all loss requires grief. But here's the problem with grief. Grief gets messed up when grief suffocates your belief. When you grieve so bad and so long and so intently that you forget that God is still good no matter what you lost, then you've overgrieved.